everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket can come from absolutely any guy on the floor. What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
Pass to Edwards. The 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Halliburton on the wing. Back to Nesmith. Siakam with it. Halliburton outside. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Edwards. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Nembhard with it. Pass to Halliburton. Latrey. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that one, good.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Nesmith. 3-pointer. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Now, here's Halliburton. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Edwards. To the inside, Randle. Good D by Siakam. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Halliburton. Turner with the screen. To the paint. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Conley against Halliburton. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thanks so much, David. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Siakam, that's good.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Edwards. Randall outside. Lets the 3 fly. Traps in the tray.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 7. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Gobert, following the score by Indiana. Right wing, 3-pointer, Randall. They get it again. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And slam dunk by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Here's Nembhard. Nothing on the board. Halliburton outside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. The second effort. Here's Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Gobert's got 6 points. Indiana trailing here. Here's Nesmith. Halliburton on the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, some way, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Here's Turner. Anthony Edwards making his last shot.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Pacers trail by 4. Now Nemhard. Scoreless thus far. Halliburton for 3. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Randall kicks to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. There's the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Halliburton with it, over by Conley. Now, here's Nesmith. He's guarded closely. Back to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Over Conley. And a great move by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 11 points.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Turner against Gobert. Randall outside. Over Siakam. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. He's got 5.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Conley. He has 5. Gobert with a screen on Halliburton. Conley the pass to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
Pass to Nemhard. Now, here's Nesmith. McDaniels defending. Pocket 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Siakam for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from 3. Nice.
Now, here's McDaniels. Nesmith covering. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Halliburton with it. Conley picks him up. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Edwards. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Up top, Mathurin. He's covered by Clark and finished off by Siakam.
So we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
They throw good, Siakam. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
The Pacers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And here are the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Siakam misses. 1:41 left to play in the first. Down low. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Mathurin. Pass to Alexander Walker. The three ball. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 3 to the middle. Here's Siakam. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Siakam's got 10.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
The Timberwolves shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. Reed against Siakam. Now here's Reed. Defense is right there. Pulls from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to McConnell. Siakam for 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. Siakam's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pacers. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McConnell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for Indiana. Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Miller. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Mathurin. Now Halliburton. Edwards defending. Halliburton looking around. Over Edwards. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And no good that time. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Halliburton is double. Mathurin for three. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. DiVincenzo against McConnell. Alexander Walker passes to Miller. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Mathurin with the ball. Defended by Alexander Walker. Mathurin with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Walker. Good D by Miller. It's a close game here in Minnesota. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 13. Count the basket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Toppin against Miller. Back to DiVincenzo. Miller sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Mathurin passes to McConnell. Now here's Toppin. And then Toppin with the jam.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Miller. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. And here's Gobert. Turner covering. Gobert with the bounce pass. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Good work there as it goes. Matherin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
And using that body to his advantage, Matherin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Halliburton against Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Indiana leading by 3. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. To the wing on the left. Here's Toppin. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. This guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
And here's Halliburton. 15 points in the game. Outside Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Conley. Inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
What you love about Halliburton is in pick and roll action, he always knows where to put the pass to make it easy on his teammate.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Reed with a screen on Halliburton. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Turner.
You're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Halliburton, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Hooks one up, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And the first one at the line is good. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Halliburton with the bucket. Halliburton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tyrese Halliburton is putting in work right now. This guy getting to his spots and scoring with ease.
Here's Conley. He has 7. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Turner.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam cooking right now. His focus is there and his game is on point.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Randle outside. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. From past the arc. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Indiana leading by 3. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Now, here is Halliburton. 17 points in the game. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Gobert with the block. Randle surveying the D. Pass to Gobert. Randle outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randle left side. If it counts, Randle's got 7. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Pass to Halliburton. It's Nembhard on the wing. This one for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Halliburton. He's got 17. A nice shot by Nesmith. He's got 5.
Oh, pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Now Conley. Randle outside. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Randle from outside the arc. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers leading by 3. And here is Turner. For 3, Siakam. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Edwards passes to Conley. The rebound by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Here's McDaniels following the score by Indiana. Here's Randle. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10. Halliburton with it. Outside Turner. Back to Halliburton. To the inside. Turner passes to Nembhard. Siakam for 3. Gobert with the block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good. Edwards got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Pass to Nembhard. Siakam against Randall. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here is Edwards. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Edwards.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
Pacers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
What we know about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy always ready to push the pace. He's got a ton of energy. He's willing to outrun and outwork other guys.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. And here's Halliburton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Halliburton. Halliburton hits them both. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randall. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Here's Halliburton. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And so here is Indiana, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. For 3, Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Conley, so they take the lead. 9 points for Mike Conley.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Nembhard. Edwards defending. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Rebound, Minnesota. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 22. Gobert down low. Neesmith covering. Gobert can't hit. It's rebounded by Neesmith. For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. And he gets the bucket. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now here's Edwards. Five on the clock. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the floater. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Conley against Halliburton. Gobert, no good. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Siakam. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Down low, here's Gobert. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Indiana's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Pass to Turner. Back to Neesmith. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards. Shoots over Nembhard. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Here's Turner. Back to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Halliburton's got 27.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Now Conley. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Buries the long-range jumper. 27 points for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here is Halliburton. 27 points for him.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Randle outside. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Shoots over Nembhard. Edwards, no good. Pacers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Conley against Halliburton. The shot from the low post is good. Halliburton's got 31 points. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Greg, this is some kind of night. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. McDaniels kicks to Randle. McDaniels a screen on Turner. Randle against Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And he makes the first. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Both free throws good from Randle.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. And he lays it straight in. Halliburton's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. Randle's got 16. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here is Conley following the three-pointer by Siakam. Pass to Alexander Walker. Siakam against Randle. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range too.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
And so here is Indiana. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Over Conley. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 12 points in just the second half. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Driving. Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
For Indiana, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Halliburton. Good on the shot. Halliburton's got 37.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Randall passes to Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. The lead is 2. It's Nembhard on the wing. Edwards defending. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. And a change for the Pacers. Toppin's checked in. Conley, the pass to Randall. Back to Conley. The rebound by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mathurin. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And now a 4-point Pacer lead. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Checked in for the Timberwolves. And Indiana with a change here, too. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. To Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to DiVincenzo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
Now, here's Siakam. 20 points for him.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Reed with a screen on Siakam. 3-pointer, Randall. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam inside. He's against Reed. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Randall with the ball. He's got 16. Pass to Reed. Back to Randall. Fires for 3. And they recover it. Here's Alexander Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team. Here's Randall following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Obi Toppin. Boy, opportunistic in the dribble drive by Julius Randle. Give him a lane and he will force you to hit him.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randle. Both free throws good from Randle. 1:24 left in the third quarter. Now here is Halliburton, defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to Toppin. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Halliburton. Reed with a screen on McConnell. Here's DiVincenzo. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Here's Siakam. Bank shot, no good. Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo passes to Randle. Knocks it loose and stolen by McConnell. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Toppin against Randle. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Halliburton outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Walker, and it's Toppin in at the center position. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the 3 by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin sets a screen for Mathurin. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's McConnell. Walker is screen on Edwards. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And here's Halliburton. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Garza's checked in, and it's Clark in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Edwards drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Halliburton outside with the drive. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Minnesota in the lead. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Edwards, no good. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Indiana moving the ball around. Clark against Mathurin. Pass to Walker, 5 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. It's Clark with the rebound.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Garza gets the bucket.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Over Edwards. Minnesota with the rebound. Clark outside. DiVincenzo with it. Up top, Edwards. Pulls it up. Good. Nothing but net. Edwards got 38 points.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Outside Mathurin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Clark. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Indiana. Mathurin hits them both.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 4. Up top, Nemhard. Guarded by Reed. Toppin kicks to Halliburton. Pass to Walker. Halliburton against Conley. Indiana again missing.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Reed, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Reed. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in. And so he hits both. Pacers trail by 6. Nemhard the pass to Mathurin. Back to Nemhard. Just 2 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Minnesota leading by 6. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
For Indiana, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Right side, Mathurin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
And he knocks down the first one. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And Randall subbed in for Clark. Indiana also making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Walker. Second free throw, no good.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now here's Randall. Shot clock at 6. Outside Conley from downtown. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got the lead up to 10 now for Minnesota. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Daniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Indiana with the change here, too. Neesmith has checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Conley. Randall outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
Julius Randle is never going to back away from a defensive player. He knows he's got the strength to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
That free throw, no good. It's the second from the line. Pacers trail by 9. Now, here is Halliburton. And the shot goes down. Halliburton's got 41.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Randall has doubled. Has to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
He's off on the first.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And he sinks the second. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Nembhard. Inside, Siakam. And the layup's good off the glass. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here is Conley. Outside, Edwards. Halliburton against Conley. Randall left side. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And that one drops for him. And now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Randall kicks to McDaniel for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Julius Randle picks one up.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has a physicality that you love.
Throw good, Siakam.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Siakam hits them both. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Conley the pass to Gobert. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Turner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
First free throw is good.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
Both free throws good from Turner. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Down low. Here's Siakam. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Siakam's got 32 points in the game. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. And good that time.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner against Gobert. Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. 34 points for Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. McDaniel sets a screen for Rainer. Off target from 3-point range.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Siakam, high post. Randall on him. Siakam, a screen on McDaniel. And they take the lead. And that's 10 points for Aaron Nesmith. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Deflects the pass. Turner with the steal. And they're running. Here's Nesmith. And Nesmith with the slam.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards drives it. Oh!
My goodness. We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And finished off by Halliburton.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
Minnesota shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Edwards drives in, and another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Sinks the clutch free throw.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by Edwards. The three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton drives in.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1. We'll see if they try.
Now here's Edwards. Emhard covering. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Conley against Halliburton.
Defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here is Edwards. Puts up a deep three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.